to the Mommy First podcast,
where you're a mommy first
and a baddie immediately after.
It's your girl Danny the Icon.
It's your typical Captain Save-A-Ho, typical Tana.
And it's your girl Lila.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know this is the part where we usually do the Mama Still Got It, but I had something weighing on my heart.
Okay.
So I know y'all saw what happened on 2nd Street Bridge.
Yes.
And we told about it.
For y'all who don't know, if you're not from Louisville, because I don't know if it's hit everywhere else yet, but there was a semi-truck driven by a woman that drove off of the bridge but got stuck, so only her cab was hanging. So it took them like over and out, about like an hour or over to save her, but the whole time she was in the cab over the river just dangling. And I just know she has a praying grandmother, praying mother, ancestors. Like, if y'all, I don't know, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to believe in, but if I never believed that God was real, that was the sign for me, because it had to be God to get her through that. I know they said she was ex-military, so I know that definitely probably kept her calm, because me, I would have figured it out. She was there for at least 40 minutes. I would have lasted 4 minutes before I'm panicking. I would have fell out because I passed out the cab.
Yeah.
But I think it kept her calm, but most importantly, I think she has a son. And that's what really kept her calm, thinking about her son. Because there was a girl who went live, and you could hear her in the background saying, like, please help get me out. And the girl was saying, well, the part that got her, well, she kept saying, I have a son, I have a son, I have a son. Yeah. So her thinking about her son in that moment and like, okay, I gotta stay calm. I gotta do what I gotta do to get out of here to get home to my son. Yeah. That just shows like how strong she is. Yes. And I just know, that's what my mind went. Like, I don't know what I would have done to not be able to get home to my son. Right. So when I leave, I always make sure whatever I do for the day, I gotta get home to my baby.
Right.
So that just like spoke to me that as women, we have so much strength and so much courage and go through so much. Maybe even nothing not that extreme, but just the fact that our kids are always first. We're mommies first.
Mommies first.
So that weighed on my heart. And her name is Sydney. So Sydney from the Mommy First podcast, we are praying for you.
Yes.
We are so proud of you and the resilience you showed and the strength and fortitude to get through that. So we're
glad that you got home to your baby.
Yes.
We
I know you are loving on that little boy.
We definitely thank God for covering you.
Yeah, he should be proud that he has a mom like you who is strong enough to get through that for her son. So yeah, we are praying for you, and as you go through your healing from that traumatic experience.
Yes.
Yeah. That weighed on my heart, so I just wanted to get that out
thank
there.
Thank you so much, Manny. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what we got to talk about today?
Listening to that story, you know, how we have our kids who help us get through stuff. But I also, on the other side of being a mom, I don't know if y'all ever thought about it, but I always constantly think about the type of kids that I'm raising. And one thing that I'm concerned about, not even concerned about, but one thing that I hope doesn't happen is my kids turning into like indecent human beings. And so I've been looking lately online, a couple of videos about moms catching their kids being bullies. Two that spoke to me. One was that Danny shared, and I looked at it. The mom was like, since my kid wants to be a follower and bully, this is what we do, and I'm against it, this is what we do. And the video showed her and the daughter in the store getting a whole bunch of little gifts and making like a care package pretty much. And then I'm assuming the card that they also showed was a apology message from the child. And then they had like gift cards, and you know, they were just showing them put that together. And I'm assuming it doesn't show the mom and the daughter giving it to her, but I'm sure that they gave it to the child that was bullied by her daughter. Another one that I've seen that I also appreciate is a mom. She came to the school with her daughter who was bullying a girl because of her hair. She had her daughter apologize to the girl, and then she called the mama, the girl who was being bullied, her mama, and said, well, this is something I don't accept, and since my daughter participated in this bullying, I'm going to take her hair appointment and give it to the girl. Is that okay? And the mom said, sure. And so that's what happened with that. So it makes me think, like, what would I do if my kid was a bully? What would y'all do if y'all kids was a bully?
I mean, I would probably do the same thing that the parent did, that care package, that, if they were bullying somebody about their hair, it would definitely be a thing of, okay, well, you're not getting your hair done.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give it to somebody else so you can see how it feels.
Yeah.
Or, if they're bullying somebody because of their clothes, going to buy new clothes, buying them new shoes, whatever it takes. Because we have to send that message to our kids that bullying is not right. It's not acceptable. We're not going to accept it. Because I wouldn't want anybody bullying my child. So I wouldn't want my child, bullying anybody else.
Yeah.
And then definitely getting to the bottom of why you feel it's okay.
Yeah.
To go talk about the next child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's times where we give our child like everything.
Yeah.
Our children everything, and so some of them feel like
entitled.
They're entitled to having all of this stuff, and I'm like, you're really not.
And I feel like with kids, they don't understand the behind the scenes, and a lot of things is not in their control.
Yeah.
So one household, a parent's able to provide all of this for the kid. I'm sure the kids, their peers who are on the other side of things, they want the same things. They want the shoes, they want nice hair, but they don't have any control over that.
Right.
So it's like, I know for Emery, it's just something that I constantly bring up, because now that she's a teenager, there is this culture where they're mean.
They are. Kids
but
are
they're
cruel.
But it's weird because when I try to correct her, when I feel something that's sensitive to me, she's like, we do this. And when I literally look at the other girls or the other guys, they do talk to each other kind of harshly. So to me, I'm like, okay, now I'm entering a phase where how can I tell if my child is bullying versus if she's just trying to keep up with the rest of the crowd. Yeah, like
that's how bullying always has been. People trying to keep up with the cool kids in the crowd and doing what everybody else is doing just because they think it's funny. But my child been called a bully. I don't know if I told y'all that.
Really? Oh my God!
My child has been the bully.
What they say? Like, why did they say he was a bully?
So he's only 3, so he's in daycare, and they would just say things like he's taking other kids' toys, or if a kid takes his toy, he's hitting them. And like just being mean. Like he was in timeout recently because they said he just hit some little girl for no reason.
But JoJo's also an only child.
Yes, and I think that plays a part.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, because he doesn't. That's the only time he ever is with other kids. So at home everything is his.
Yeah.
He does what he wants when he wants.
Right. So I mean that's a learning curve for him. He actually has to learn that you have to take turns, you have to share.
Right.
And so it's going to take time. And so because he's used to being by himself. He's used to being the only child. He's used to
I can attest to that. I'm only child.
Being mine, then it's definitely going to be a thing of if I'm, if I'm playing with this, like, no, you can't have it. Yeah. It's mine. Like that's all he knows until he starts continuously being around other kids and learning that.
But
how have you approached?
But I wouldn't call him like a bully.
I think it was always kind of jokey because his daycare were kind of like that. Like it's kind of like jokey. Like everybody's like homegirls, kind of. So I think it was like they weren't saying like your child's a bully, you need to correct him. It was kind of like he's a bully. He's always doing this, and that. So it was like jokey, but it was still like saying he'd be at the daycare trying to run kids. But he's gotten better with the sharing. Like he shares with me a lot now.
That's good.
My thing was really the hitting. But so do y'all teach y'all kids to like only hit back if somebody hits them?
Yes.
Yes, teachers to not hit at all.
I teach them to hit back.
Yes.
That's why I be trying to teach them. I'm like, don't you be the one that's hitting first. Okay, you might have got caught, because sometimes I think he might be the one that got caught. Because I think JoJo, he's not really, I mean, he's bad, but he's not really a mean kid.
Yeah.
So sometimes when they be telling me, I'll be like, well, what did the other kid do to him? Because he doesn't just unprovoked just go up and hit somebody.
Right.
So something, when I talk to him, he's always telling me, like, what happened. Yeah. So how I approach it, I kind of just go about, like, talking to him to figure out, like, what happened? What's going on? Right. Well, here's how you should have did, and you shouldn't have got mad for this reason. So I try to talk to him, but kind of like at his level, because I don't know.
Right.
You know, some concepts I think be too advanced for him, because he's only 3.
Yeah.
So I got to remember that he's really learning the world. And I can't really just expect him to know something, because he has to take those steps to get there.
Yeah.
So we'll start with if somebody has a toy, you ask me you have it. If you can't have it, then you can't have it. So don't be mad because they're not giving it to you, because they're still playing with it. How would you feel if you were playing with a toy and somebody just took it?
Right.
Kind of thing. So I just really try to talk to him and figure out what's going on. But I let him know, because some kid that could be bullying him, he's been telling me, like, he's been coming, like, with scraps. He'd be like, so-and-so did it, or he had a sticker for Valentine's Day, like the little bluey stickers. And I was like, where's your sticker? He was like, so-and-so threw it away. And I was like, show me what happened. He showed me, like, the kid took the sticker and went like that.
Yeah.
Like, dramatic, like, I'm throwing this stuff away.
And they do that.
Yeah, and then he came back another day, he said, this kid did something else. I said, all right now. Next time he do something to you, this is what you can do. You can, because you got my permission to do that. And he's messing with you. Like, you're not doing nothing to him, and are they telling his parents, like they told me, your child's a bully?
Right.
So that's why we kind of like, okay, like, I'm going to talk to you, like, don't be the mean kid, but defend yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
We definitely not the initiators.
Yeah. That's what I'm like, don't you be the one.
But hey, we going to finish it if you want to start it. We going to finish it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, so I'm trying to teach him, like, but don't classify it as bullying. Like, if it is like he's doing it, just be mean. Okay, I'll talk to him about that. But if it's really like y'all just missed what this kid did, y'all need to be paying a little attention.
And I do talk to Kendrick, because we would actually, like, his teacher sends pictures on Class Dojo, and so we was going through Class Dojo looking at pictures, and he said,
"Ooh,"
he was pointing to.
I said, "What?" She hit me. And it was like a Hispanic girl. She was kind of, chubby. But she was cute.
Okay.
But he was like, she takes my toys from me, and she does this, and she does that. And I'm just like,
now she's helping with Saki.
I'm like, look, it's what we not getting ready to do. Like, I don't condone men hitting women or little boys hitting girls. But we got to do something about this. Because she's not getting ready to keep on bullying my baby. Like, I know she probably weigh a little bit more than he does and a little bit taller than he is. But we not getting ready to do this. What we not getting ready to do.
It's crazy
because if he,
girls out of bullies.
because
if
he hits her or if he takes something from her,
I was just about to ask.
Then it's going to be on him. They're not going to look. They're not going to look at the female, the little girl like, she did it first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
she's
They're
the aggressor.
automatically going to look at him exactly as the aggressor, and I'm like, we're not even going to have this because he knows better.
Yeah.
So have you gone to the teachers or heard anything?
I have gone to her, and she's like, oh well, yeah. We're trying to work on it and blah blah, and I'm like,
working on it.
Right.
I'm like, look, I'm like, cause I work with kids, I work with kids, and so I'm like, look, if I see this kid when I'm dropping him off and I see this parent, I'm gonna be like, okay, let me talk to this parent.
Right.
But I think that's.
But I'm like, I don't want to be that mama.
Don't want to go there, right. I be feeling that way too sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, am I gonna be that mama that's like really
right? Like, I don't want to be that mama. I don't want to come to you.
Like, I'm with it. I can definitely be that mama. I can definitely see trying to be that money. That mama,
especially if it's constantly happening. Yeah. Go to the parent, because I don't know what's in place for the daycare or the schools, but they seem to take slow.
Yeah.
They actually like school JCP. They do not like it. They don't. They are not.
They don't like what? The parents going to.
They don't even release the information. They can't.
Yeah, I can see that.
Information. They can't say which kid did what.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, he showed me the kid. You know, I don't know the parent, but if we walk up and he happens to say, "Oh, that's such and such," that's the one that hits me, and I see the parent for myself, then I'm gonna be like, "Oh, let's talk to this parent." Yeah. You know, your daughter got my son fucked up.
Yeah.
But JCPS is not gonna do that. They're not gonna sit here and tell you this is the parent that did that.
Because don't think about, you didn't know that some girl was.
They don't.
Even if they're not telling you who it is, they're not telling you what's
going
on.
They do not, unless he gets.
Unless he gets like, why is my son telling me?
Unless he gets really hurt.
Don't tell me that.
Unless he gets really hurt.
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't. Even with the daycare, they wait until the child gets hurt, and then you sign an incident report.
Yeah,
and that's
I've had that happen too.
Yeah, they do nothing.
Reports.
They do nothing.
That's crazy.
Nothing. If there wasn't an incident that revolved an incident report, they do nothing.
Yeah.
They say nothing.
Crazy.
Nothing.
And then
So go ahead. So how are you teaching Kendrick to stand up for himself if there is a bully?
So
Like, I know we're not teaching our kids to be the bully, but we're gonna finish it.
Exactly.
So how are you? So if he becomes a bully, has he encountered a bully other than the little girl?
has he encountered one?
Other than the little girl.
Not that I know of,
Okay.
but I know that with him, he's the type of person that if he feels attacked or if he feels like somebody's messing with him and he's not in that mental space to deal with it, then he attacks.
Oh.
So there has been a time where he was tired. He didn't want anybody talking to him. He didn't want anybody talking to, like, interacting with him or anything. And so they did. And he automatically started, like, scratching, like, get out of my face, like, move, like, don't touch me. And he scratched up the faces of a lot of people. And so
how are you
it's
doing
just
that?
like,
How are you teaching him, like, that might not be the best thing to do in that situation?
Honestly, I talked to him and I told him that, you know, he can't just haul off and just attack. He can't just go into attack mode all the time. But honestly, as a mom, I don't really know how to handle that situation because the way that it happened, it was like, I don't know why you're even having another child correct a child. So it was one of those situations where another child was trying to, you know, stop him from doing something, and it's like, that should be the adult. You get what I'm saying? That should be the adult handling that situation.
Work with him, but it shouldn't even got that far anyway.
Yeah, like why are you letting another kid tell him to stop doing something? And and so it's just like, I don't really know exactly what to do, what to say. In that instance,
let him work it out himself, because you gotta still advocate for your child.
Right.
Like, I don't want to keep correcting from what
they
telling me.
But I want him to protect himself, and I want him to send that message like, stop playing with me.
Exactly.
Because I'm not a push around. Like, you're not getting ready to exactly. You're not getting ready to keep on playing with me. Like, I'm one of them. Because I'm not.
Have y'all ever been in a situation, young, like a bully situation? Have y'all either been bullied or have had a moment where y'all was a bully?
You know what? In my life, I've been called a mean girl so many times, and I don't think I'm mean. You think I'm mean?
I think
you give off the resting face. That's it.
I have been called a mean girl so many times in my life. In high school, I got called a mean girl at Roadhouse. It was a whole thing.
Really?
Oh my
you a mean girl.
I'll tell you.
Oh my gosh.
It was a whole thing. He called me and all my friends like, he's a mean girl clique. But I was always considered like a mean. I was never considered a mean girl, but I think I was like considered in the group of people that was like a little mean.
Wow. I got called that at Roosters, but that's because I almost fought this girl because she was she was messing with me and I was pregnant. But I was like, I don't know why you keep on having words to say to me and I don't say nothing to you.
Yeah.
Like, but you keep on having my name in your mouth and I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
But I've never been.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been
people
like
call
people
me
in the like now would say, I thought you were so mean in high school, or I thought you were so this and that, and I'm always so surprised. I'm like, I thought I always gave nice to people, but I don't know.
It might be your RBF.
Yeah.
Is it?
It gotta be.
I don't know, but
a lot of people say that to me. They be like, "Oh, when I first met you, I thought you was a bitch," and I'm like, "Well, damn."
Yeah.
People would say how they thought.
But I don't think I was a bully. So I don't think I was a bully. I never really. I dealt with bullying. Oh my God, I had a situation in I think middle school with some girls, and they were so mean. They be trying to be my friend nowadays, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
No new friends.
Yeah, like there was a situation like they were like at a sleepover talking about me and like made this whole plan to like there was like a field trip coming up. I brought this up to my high school best friend. She did not remember this. I'm like, no, this happened. And they had made a plan that at this field trip to not talk to me for some reason.
Wow.
So it was like all these girls like not talking to me kind of situation. And my best friend, my high school best friend, was the only one that was like talking to me. That's how we became best friends.
They was just jealous.
Yeah.
But that's how bullying is. Yeah. A lot of times, I feel like it used to come out of jealousy.
Yeah.
Like you think, like
I don't know. I remember the one time in 7th grade. See, I know. It was on the bleachers.
Bro, I ain't never gonna forget. I know we went on trip and everything. I remember everything about that. I didn't where I sat.
She ain't never forget.
I remember who was
transformed. So
She been
growing up in a
for
military family, we
20
didn't
years.
really do a lot of brands, right?
Okay.
We just got clothes, regular, whatever.
Okay.
So I went to TJ. You know, it's a whole
you
fashion
always say
thing.
that about TJ.
And I remember being in that auditorium on the bleachers, and we was just in a little clique, and this little flamboyant guy was like joking on my Skechers. But I had platform Skechers, but still, ever since then,
Skechers are expensive.
I
First
know
of all.
now, but back then I said never again, and that's when I started looking for the Jordans and all of that. I remember that.
Child. You was hurt.
I was.
Oh, I hear it. You still hurt.
But that's the time frame. She remember the platform sketches and all. It's gonna be cool. Isn't it crazy how the shoes that was not cool in high school was like cool now, like New Balance and brands like Under Armour. Like that was not cool to wear that back in the day. Now everybody's wearing it. Like that's the cool thing to wear. But that's the age group, like a middle school, where I get concerned because that's the time where they really are super most they're prepubescent, they're about to go through puberty or they're going through puberty. So a lot of emotions, and I've noticed like in this day and age, there's a lot more like 12, 13-year-olds killing themselves. Yeah. So that's what I get scared about. Like I don't want my son to be a bully, but I don't want him to be the bully because I don't know. And he's very like emotional, sensitive, like you know, like he was crying when I was coming here, like real full blown, and he was with my sister. So it's like, why are you really like when you feel away, you get really emotional about it. So it's like I don't know. I don't want him to get in a situation where he's being so bullied that he just like. Yeah, you know that's what scares me about that like age. Cause I think, like y'all said, kids nowadays are getting mean. Yeah, like we were mean back in the day, but they're getting like
and it's normalized.
Yeah,
because in social media, with Emery, sometimes I get a sense she's the mean girl. Yeah, like I don't think she intends to be mean. And she definitely, but I'm like, girl, you give me vibes of mean girl, and I will constantly have that talk with her. Like, look, we are not going to be that type.
We know what that looks like. Yeah, like in hindsight, in the future, like we know what that looks like. You don't want to be that girl. Like in this time, you might think you're being fun, cool with your friends, but when you get old, you're not going to be that girl.
And
like,
she is quick. I don't know if it's just part of the queer, but peer, but
I don't know, let's say name. Come on,
but she does say a lot about looks. She'll say, oh, she, like, we was just playing a regular little scary video game, and she was like, oh, she look hurt. And, just talking about the girl, and I'm like, why is it always looks? Why is it now it's shoes and everything?
Because that's what we deal with this day and age. Yeah. Like, everything is looks. You gotta look a certain way. Even with adults, you gotta have the BBL. You gotta have this perfect body. Yeah. And
but my son's not into that, and I don't feel like he's. I don't know.
I would say my little cousin's mom went through something like that because she's a little girl and she got a situation where the kids were picking on her about like her baby hair, like her looks. So she had her, shout out to you, girl. I'm just telling when she posts on Facebook. She had her like look in the mirror and say affirmations like, "What do you like about yourself?" She's like, "I like my hair. I like this, like that. I like that I'm smart." And it's like to realize like don't let them little girls bother you, but it's crazy they were talking about her looks. Yeah, like that's what like I said. It seems like these kids are age like you have to. And social media I think amplifies it. Yeah, because they try to paint what you should be looking like, what you should do, and it's like. Yeah. Right. Especially when we want our kids to be kids. Like, what happens to little girls wearing the little braids with the ball? Right. They get bundles. And like, I want my kids to look like a kid. Eyelashes.
Because I actually
so many kids be in Sephora. Oh my God. I had so many people come to me like, why is there so many kids here? There's a whole thing on TikTok and everything. The little kids are in freaking Sephora. Wow. And they be getting like all these makeup products or like skincare products that they don't need. And it's like, wow, y'all really trying to look, y'all really following the TikTok girls. Like, y'all really trying to be something.
I feel like that's
or look like something.
And I actually have dealt with, like, students that have been bullied because like I said, I work at a school. And so, like, there's been several times where, she would act up in class and her teacher didn't understand because she was African American. Her teacher was not. And so her teacher didn't understand. But, people was talking about her hair, stuff like that. And I talked to her because I'm like, we can really get down to the bottom of this. And I asked her, I said, so what's going on? Because she didn't feel comfortable talking to her teacher. I'm like, what's going on? and she's like, they're saying that my hair is messy and blah blah. Beautiful hair. She has beautiful hair, but her parents just don't know how to take care of it. And so I was like, okay, well, come to my office. I braided her up.
I love seeing them teachers like that.
I braided her
I love
up,
seeing those
real
videos.
cute.
That is so nice.
And you couldn't tell her nothing.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I kid you not, she had no more behaviors. None for the rest of the year. And I'm like, that's all it took.
I love that so much that you braided her hair.
Was one time of her getting braided to get that confidence. And she's like, you can't tell me nothing. So what you gotta say now? My hair is done.
Right.
You was just talking about me, about my hair being a mess, and now it's done. So what else do you have to say about me?
Yeah.
I think on both sides, whether your kid is the aggressor or your kid is the victim, I think the intervention with the parents or an adult figure would make a huge difference. Because the kids don't know. They're still trying to fill it out. But once we hear, like,
raise y'all kids.
Yeah.
What do you do with raising nice kids? Like, I don't get it. Even I be seeing some parents, like,
they might be.
If they're, I don't know. I ain't gonna.
They might be imitating their parents.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, there's adult.
Because I be seeing people at my job, and I be like, and they be like talking crazy to me, and I be like, you got kids, like you talking crazy to me at my job, or like having an attitude and being rude. You got kids. These you raising kids. Like they gonna be like this too. Like they gonna and not know no difference.
They don't care.
They don't know.
They
like I said, kids are learning from zero. They don't know nothing. So what they see, they think is what's normal.
Yeah.
Well, I did see this thing on Instagram that was saying, what is bullying or is it bullying? And it was saying, when it's considered rude is when it's intentionally being done or said one time. When it's considered mean, it's intentionally saying or doing one time. But when it's bullying is when it's constantly happened and you're made aware of a person's feelings and how they feel about it. Then that's when, that's bullying. Right. So again, adults, parents, men, women out there, if you see the children constantly in this behavior, like say something. And it's like stop them. It does take a village. It really does take a village. So even if the other parents might be acting a certain way, it's like regular people like us who can say, hey, that's not cool. Yeah. That's not cool.
Right. Because I was getting ready, I swear, like I was getting ready getting Kendrick ass. Even when we went to that play date and JoJo fell or he pushed JoJo or something like that, I was getting ready getting his ass. I was like, look, because this is what we not getting ready to do. And then he's just like, yo, he's okay. He's okay. And I'm like, why the fuck did you push him?
Because I've been also seeing those signs to take up for himself. Like
I'm like,
y'all
why?
Y'all can play, like, take up for yourself too. Yeah.
Why?
I got you.
And
remember that little girl too?
He's like, I was trying to catch him.
There's a little girl at the party.
Remember that little girl that was doing questions?
She was. I'll tell you, she snapped. She was like, y'all need to get your kids.
Yeah, we not gonna hit each other today. Right. Okay, kids, don't hit each other, all right? Look at the mama like, get your daughter.
Right. So was she from a different party or something?
Yeah. It's like, all right now, because if now my son whoop on your little girl, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love us as moms.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
We just see good kids. Your kids are safe with our kids.
Yeah.
That could be the bully.
Yeah.
Get y'all kids together.
Right. Facts.
All right, y'all. So going on to the hot topic.
Hey.
I know. Okay. I know everybody in the world has seen the Reesa Teesa. Who the fuck did I marry?
Yes.
We ain't got
I heard
this
about
thing.
it.
Oh, 50 episodes.
You really under a rock. Because there's no way you have missed it. You might have been seeing the references and not really realizing that's what it was. But crazy story. Y'all seen it. So everybody trying to hop on the train, like, want to tell their story. So it made me think, like, what are some red flags about your baby daddy? Like, who the fuck did you have a baby with? Red flags. Because, none of us are with our baby daddy, technically.
Basically.
Damn!
So, something ended the relationships. I kind of want to know, like, are there things that we could have seen beforehand before we got to the point of having babies?
So, I know I was talking with Tana when we was having our weekly meeting before we was waiting on you to come in.
Okay.
Okay.
I know what time you talking about. Come on, move on.
And so I didn't want you to feel like we was talking about it or not. So no, we was talking about that, and I was just telling her, I was like, that's like at first, like you don't really know what red flags are. So now it's kind of normalized to where everybody's throwing out these red flags. But it's like, really, what are red flags?
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like, now that I'm not being with my son's father, it's like I kind of really had to think like, what was a red flag?
Yeah.
So so as far as like social media wise, like I feel like if I had to think of a red flag that I didn't see, it would have been, him being kind of like he's the type of guy that how can I say this nicely? I'm sorry. He's the type of guy that expects women to do for him.
Oh.
So, whether it's, when we're eating, you make my plate, that kind of stuff. And so, like, a lot of people don't feel like that's a red flag.
Right.
But
I wouldn't think you would think that
being
is.
but in this situation, it's like, okay, he expects you, to make his food. That's cool.
Yeah.
But then you never lived, by yourself. You always lived with females. You've always had females, like, taking care of you, pretty much. So that kind of, I guess if I look back at it, that would have been a red flag to me, because it's like, how can you leave me when you always expect somebody to do for you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I can't expect you to...
He sound like a mama's boy.
I can't expect you to do... I wouldn't say really a mama's boy, because he has a sister also. And she's definitely...
Boy, right?
Yeah, he's the oldest boy and the only boy.
Okay.
He has
he's not the only boy, but
he's the oldest.
He has two little sisters. Okay. So one closer to his age, and then a younger sister. And so it's just like, just always having that female to fall back on. And we never lived together, but before me, he was living with another female, and then after me, he was living with another female. So it's like,
what about during you?
Huh?
What about during
He didn't live with me.
I know, but who did he live with?
His sister, right?
He lived with his sister.
Okay. Yeah.
Or his parents before they moved to Florida. So then it was like, okay, well, maybe that was the red flag that I ignored. Because I'm like, maybe I should have saw that and thought, like, okay, well, if he can't do for himself, how can he do for me?
I think it's the expectation. Like, we don't mind doing for our man whatever he needs us to do, but we would expect that he's also doing something for himself. Yeah. So we're just an added bonus, not that we are the what's really putting you through. I never thought about that. My baby daddy, he's not the only boy, but he is the oldest of all the kids, but the oldest boy. So he would have little things that he'd be like, my mom and sister always did this for me. Like, can you do this? I never thought about that.
And so I'm like, well, maybe
that is something to see. I feel
maybe
like he wasn't
that is
also
the red.
doing what he used to do. It was kind of like, can you do it for me? Because nobody like,
I'm like, maybe that's
the
the red flag that I
know, he
ignored.
wouldn't have did it. So it's like
exactly
one of those situations.
Or if we didn't do it, maybe somebody else is doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, maybe that's the red flag. And I'm like, maybe that's the red flag that I ignored. And so like I was telling her, I was like, this is something that I really had to think about, because like I didn't really see like a red flag until like I think the red flag that I saw is like the fact that maybe like he wasn't there when I was giving birth to Kendrick.
That's a little late. That's a little late red flag though. That's a little late red flag.
Right.
Because you already had a kid by then.
Right. And so I'm like, well, he wasn't there during my pregnancy, blah, blah, red flag.
All the real red flags come out after the baby.
Right. And so, but back then, it's like,
they hit the fan. That's all. What did I miss?
What red flag? Exactly. Like, what red flag did I miss? And I'm just like, well, maybe this, I guess.
So I never thought about that, but that's definitely a fucking red flag my baby daddy has. And it kind of goes in with the red flags that I was a dumb bitch for missing these red flags. But he was also one, like, women always took care of him. Like, before me, it was like the baby mama taking care of him, live with her, So when it kind of got to me, it was kind of like, I wasn't doing stuff or taking stuff that his baby mama did. So I kind of saw that like he would. So the issue was he would kind of go back and forth between the two of us. Mm-hmm. So it'd be things that I noticed that I didn't do that baby mama did, and it was like, okay, he's going between the two. But that's the red flag I feel like I missed coming into it, was that he always talked about his baby mama. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't mind you talking about your baby mama, but it's to the point like, I feel like no man hates their baby mama, hates their baby mama like deep down inside. So if you always talking about her and you talking about how much you hate her and don't like her and this, I feel like there's still something there. Mm-hmm. That's me. I'm gonna be unpopular opinion. But I feel like if you constantly are telling me how much you hate your baby mama or what she did,
you're just mad.
You really hurt. It's like, why are you still so hurt? That
you are
continue talking about it to me.
Yeah.
So those things he did, and that's kind of how I realized like there's still a little something between there, and he kept going between the two of us. And that's that was basically what kind of like ended the situation. But I think I should have noticed that. Like I've been on full like FaceTime calls with the baby mama, like having. She comes to me as a woman, Barbara, Shirley type, and it's like, dang, I still, why the fuck did I say after all that? Yeah. But he's portraying like it ain't like that. Exactly. Yeah. I've had him on FaceTime me at her house, and I'm telling him I'm leaving him, he's crying in front of baby mama. So I'm like, my dumb ass brain is like, oh, he must really love me because he's sitting there crying in front of her. Dumb. Because, you know what I'm saying?
She ain't even know where it went.
Exactly, but no, she was around. She seen it. That got brought up. But it's like, that's a red flag I should have seen. I was too dumb and blinded to like be like, no, I should. Why am I on the phone with him? Like, I'm on the phone talking to him with her. Like, that's like a kind of.
And that's crazy because like even with my son's father, it's like there would be those times with the the ex, and he would talk about her, and he would just talk about how not shit she is, and how she's not this great of a parent and blah blah, and he would have nicknames for her. Me, the type of person I am, is like if you introduce me to somebody as something, that's what I'm always going to refer to them as. So if you say, oh, this not shit ass bitch, I'm gonna call her this not shit ass bitch until you tell me until you tell me how that. So but then it kept because that's how I referred to her. Then it became a thing of why you keep talking about her like that, and I'm just like,
not to switch up,
right? Like that's how you introduced her. Like, how else am I supposed to refer to her?
So you going between the two?
And so I do feel like it was going between the two. Like she would say,
it was never confirmed.
She would say that like he would come to her and be like, oh, saying to her that he wanted to work things out, but to me, he wanted to be with me, and I'm just like,
right,
like once you actually in it, it's like you don't really know. But then like I'm the type of person like everything comes to me. And I be trying to tell people, I'm like, look, do not lie to me because it's going to get back to me.
Yeah.
Do not lie to me. I swear. Like I don't look for shit.
Do you feel like omitting not saying anything about the truth is still considered a lie?
Yes.
But I don't know. I'm glad you say that because I actually omit stuff because I don't feel like you're worth all of what I have to say.
So it depends. If what I'm omitting would change the basis of the statement, that's a lie. Like if I'm saying I went out to the club with a nigga, telling my boyfriend this, and I was telling him, oh, I went out to the club, I omitted the fact that I went with a nigga.
Right.
That's when it becomes a lie. But if it's just because I didn't want to tell him I was with this certain group of friends.
Exactly. Like it, because it just be
if he
like.
found out about the friends, I wouldn't care. But found out about the nigga, I was like, okay, I really know she found that out. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it depends.
I mean, because like even if I do something, like say I do something with y'all, it'd be like, okay, we just hanging out, blah blah. But then if you find out that we actually went out to the escape room with other guys, then it's different. I'm like, well, I wasn't really lying because we did, we did hang out. I just didn't tell you that other people were involved.
But you didn't purposely admit that there were guys there. You just like, I didn't feel like I was relevant.
Exactly. I didn't feel like it was relevant.
You kept out there were guys there because you didn't want to find there were guys there. That's a lie.
So sorry, that's actually one of the red flags.
Okay.
That I had with Emery's.
Okay.
So, mind you, 19. I'm always gonna bring that up because I was naive. But The guy, her
Right.
spurned on whatever. He was cute, you know. Everything was good. We vibing or whatnot. And then it was at the dorm. I was in his little, dorm, and I see a picture on the wall of a kid, and I'm like, oh, he's cute, blah blah blah. Who's this? This is after we've been talking for a couple of days. He's like, oh, that's my son. Didn't think nothing about it. I'm just like, oh, that's his son. And in my head at the time, I'm like, well, he said that's his son. He recognized that as his son. It's not until I got pregnant with Emery, and I say I'm pregnant with Emery, to realize the fact that he wasn't like upfront with me about his son should have been a red flag.
Yeah.
And then just how casual he was about his son should have been a red flag, because now it's not no secret he's not in Emery's life. So I feel like, why the fuck did I not pay attention to that?
So that's not a lie, but it's definitely a red flag, because why would you not meant you have a child?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you so casual? Like, that's one of the first things I say to somebody.
Right.
Like, I have kids. Like, that's my whole life.
That's the whole
That's definitely a red flag. I had a guy I dated. I say I visited him and everything, and I found out he had a daughter because it was Father's Day, and I was like, Happy Father's Day as a joke, and he was like, thank you. I was like, wait, do you really have kids? He's like, I have a daughter. I said, you never told me you had a daughter.
That's a turn off now.
But that was like a red flag. Now I'm looking at the red flag, because why are you not?
Yeah, like.
But that just showed, and I found out later on that he just really wasn't his daughter's life. Baby mama hated him
See?
because he was not. So I'm like, okay, that's a red flag. I definitely wouldn't have kids with him because I was hearing his kid's life.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never thought about that.
And I feel like there's a lot of red flags that we, of course, don't see. But I think it's more so because we, like, what qualifies as a red flag?
Right. I really want to know, because I know what I was telling Lala the other day. I've seen a post that said girls with white toes is a red flag.
That's stupid. That's stupid. No, that's dumb.
But they say stuff like that all the time. They'll just pick random things, how you look or whatnot, and say red flag. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Exactly. Like, what qualifies as a red flag? Like, how are we supposed to know that these are red flags?
Red flags look like Six Flags, like they say, when you're in a relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think a lot of my ignoring red flags was just like something in myself where I was just like, I wanted somebody. So I'm like, that's not really that big of a deal. Like, he's telling me this, I'm going to listen to him, because having somebody at the time was better than being alone and having nobody.
But even then, it's like, there's other females that may feel like our red flags aren't red flags.
Yeah. Like, I'll say, so this is another one. This is with my other baby daddy.
Yeah,
so.
Because the red flags y'all giving, I've been kind of like, yeah, that's red flags. I'm agreeing.
So my other one, because y'all know I have a really good relationship with baby daddy who's helping us.
Yeah.
But at the time, I knew I was safe to have a kid with him because he was active in his other kid's life. But I didn't know what I was signing myself up to. So I felt like I should have paid attention to the fact that I was the one who was like, you need to stop pushing so-and-so to your grandparents. You need to show up at school. You need to show up at the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Now I have a kid. That's what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
we think we can change on the pushing the stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that at the time, I was the girlfriend, whatever. That was cool with me. But now that I'm not the girlfriend and I'm the baby mama, that's one of my struggles. Hey, show up. He shows up, but the fact that I have to initiate that conversation or for him to show up at the doctor's office or show up at the school or spend time with your, child.
We actually just had that conversation.
See?
Because I was like, I get this. We was actually talking about, because I told y'all that I signed up Kendrick to get tested to go to kindergarten early, and
I need to talk to you about that too.
He didn't know that the school wasn't involved, and I'm like, he's like, you didn't tell me that, and I'm like, why do I need to tell you that?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. All that matters is like, your decision and my decision, because whether the school says it or not, it's our decision if we want to have our child tested. It's our kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really didn't feel like that was necessary to say. Like, I wasn't omitting anything. I just didn't feel like it was necessary.
Yeah.
But I was like, you receive the same notifications that I received, the same messages on Class Dojo from the same teacher. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, I shouldn't tell you when there's a parent-teacher conference. You know, because if I tell you, like, I went to him and I told him, like, this is how the parent-teacher conference meant. What? And I'm just like, but you could have easily messaged the teacher and said, I want a parent-teacher conference. You know what I'm saying?
See,
I'm like,
do you think that's off of him always having women doing stuff for him?
And that's what
he said he didn't tell you. So because
his
if I really think about it,
his other baby mama does it, and so that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it might be a red flag, but for somebody else, they might be like, oh, I'm cool with that. Like, it's not a big deal. But like,
I'm just tell him every time.
For me, it's a lot. Like, that's a lot. Like, I already, you know, feel like I do everything by myself anyway. So for me to have to come to you when you have the same access is like.
And that's also something I had to realize with my son's dad is that, like, y'all know I'll be battling with him, trying to get him to be more involved. And I thought, like, and I still should have seen things as red flags. He spent a lot of time with his kids. So I'm thinking, like, oh my God, even if we don't work out, he's going to spend so much time with my son. He's always going to have my son, but he don't. So now, looking back, it's like he was seeing them at the baby mama's house.
Yeah.
So now that I know what I know, it was like, you really weren't there to be with your kids. You was there to be with your family. And it was kind of like one of those kind of things. So that's something like, dang, if I would have really paid attention and honed in on what was really going on, I would have, you know what I'm saying?
You would have noticed that he really wants the baby mama, not the kid.
He really ain't really, you know, he's playing it like I'm there for my kid, but it's like, no, you really not, because then, you know what I'm saying? So then now I know, like, if we had a kid, how he's going to be, which is how he is now. So it's kind of like, dang, but I don't know. My red flags are red flags, though. I don't know. I was done. I'm trying to think, because your red flag, your red flags are kind of like, okay, I can see that. I can see how you could miss that red flag. You have yellow flags.
Yeah.
Yellow flags.
Right.
I would have missed some of them too, and I even thought about it at that point.
I ain't gonna lie.
Some
of your yellow flags that we gonna mention it is what helped me with my current relationship with my boyfriend. I looked like I didn't even think to look at, okay, has a man lived on his own and stuff like that. And then when I got into, you know, talking to my boyfriend at the time, well, not now, I was like, oh yeah, my intuition's telling me, nah, don't get into a relationship with this person because they have not had a stable housing. How are they gonna come over here while I have two kids to take care of me and mine in some shape or form? And then also I looked at the woman part, like how you said there was always someone doing something, or the women was always doing something. I peeped that with my current boyfriend as well. So at the time I was like, yeah, I have all these reservations because these things are happening. And I felt like once he started I vocalized it to him, but once he started really working on that, that's when we started talking about having a relationship. But before, I was like, nah, because I was tired of these guys coming in my life, fucking it up because I'm not
taking note of y'all red flags. I have to like really assess my guys I'm talking to, because my main red flag with my baby daddy, I'm noticing this other guy because he's talked to me about his ex a lot to the point that was like what she did wrong and I can't stand her. So that kind of raised my intent to be like,
what's
my
really
baby daddy
going on,
did
right?
that. I don't know if I should really be like I'm scarred off of that.
That's facts, because I had somebody talk to me about, oh, she did this and she did that, and I'm in therapy. Damn.
Is therapy a red flag? Is therapy a red flag?
If you gotta go therapy for
your
your ex,
that's scary. You gonna end up on Fatal Attraction as the girlfriend of the guy who went back in.
The last guy
you hurt her.
That's hard.
That is hard because the last guy.
I always want to tell black men to be vulnerable and if you go to therapy.
I know,
but that is kind of like a. Dang, she hurt you that bad? Like,
exactly.
But the guy that I dated,
I
The
feel
wrecking ball guy that I dated, he went to
yes.
therapy because of his ex-wife.
But I feel like that's a
Ex-wife,
wife.
though. That's
That's a
different.
wife. But
That's
this is a
different.
whole girlfriend, and I'm
How
like,
long were they together?
like 2 years.
2 years is a long time.
But even then,
I
when you
been
think
with
about
I
your
was with my
wife,
baby
you think
daddy
that
for
could be like
6
you are the
years.
person for me. Period. Like there's
Yeah.
nobody else for me. So when
Right.
that's gonna mess with your mental. Cause like, dang, I thought this was my person. Like,
Right.
who's gonna be for me? That's one person I ever saw myself with.
Right.
With a girlfriend, if you've been together for a long time, you think there's something else out there because why ain't you made her wife yet?
Yeah.
You still kind of looking and waiting for like, okay,
Right.
maybe there's something else that can come in. Maybe I can do something different.
Right.
That's how I feel if you with somebody for a long time and they married them.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
That's a red
And like
flag.
after they
Yeah,
got
like-
divorced, I mean, not after they got divorced. After they broke up, she ended up engaged to somebody else that he knew. Like he was just a
That's
friend.
deep-ass
He was just
story.
a friend. But even with that, I'm just like, so you haven't even gone out there. You ain't even been out there for real. You was with this one person, and that's all you have ever been with. Like you don't know nothing else.
This was a guy you was talking to?
Just
Or
just
friend?
somebody, just a guy just casually talking to and stuff like that. We didn't date. We ain't do nothing.
Because
But-
of his red flags.
But it was just because of that conversation, and you're just like, oh yeah, I just finished therapy because my girlfriend, and then she got with somebody else, and I'm just like, go date around,
Yeah.
go
That would be a red flag to me. I definitely put pause.
go
on that.
put it in a couple people, and then once you sow roll your
Yeah.
oats or whatever, then you come
So
back
if
and
a
talk to
guy
me or
who
something. But I'm
hasn't
like,
had much experience in the dating, that would be a red flag?
this day and age, yes. Because
Well,
men
he's good for
I
kids.
was like, I think as a man, because I ain't had much dating experience. I'm a woman. I think as a
men
man,
have that
though,
power. Men,
Yeah. Y'all the one that started a relationship.
they're
so.
yeah, they have that
Like,
power.
there's
They have
nobody
that.
else that you want to get. Like,
Yeah, like
yeah.
they have it better than women. They can go.
It's a yellow flag for me. I don't think it would be red, but it would be cause a little pause. Let me slow down and really
Yeah.
assess the situation, kind of thing. It would be a yellow flag.
So
for me.
red flags is pretty much like hard stops. I can't fuck with
Should
this
be.
person.
Yeah, like
Ooh,
don't.
I don't know. It's because my main red flag
Like-
was talking about the ex, but like my current guy's talking about his. He didn't talk about him a long time though, so I think it's a little different. But if a guy does talk about his ex a lot, is that gonna be a red flag for me?
Like stop. Don't.
Is that fully stopped?
Right, like
Don't
we
pay
can't
That's like a
Don't-
yellow flag.
Don't collect $200.
Okay.
I guess what they talking about would be the question.
Right.
If you talking about your ex,
Yeah.
what you talking
Or
about?
like how often? Like
Yeah.
he didn't talk about his ex in a long time, so it's kind of like it's okay.
But what was he saying when he was talking about his ex?
Talk about how she hurt him and why they broke up and like.
See, and I wouldn't consider that a red flag.
I know that, but it was like a.
It would be
time.
yellow.
He got the best lady. He be watching, and he's
It would be
like,
yellow.
"I'm gonna be open with you.
It would be the reason why it would be
Which
yellow.
I welcome that, but it was constantly saying the same thing most
Yes,
of the time. Like, okay.
and
I-
why
you told
it
me
would
story
be
already.
why it would be a flag for me is because it's like any given opportunity, if she came to you and was like,
That's what it gives.
I want you
That's
back,
how it feels.
he would go willingly. That's why
I
it
had
gives
to
me a
ask
red
him at
flag.
one point, like when he brought it up again. I think that's the last time he brought it up, because I was like, so if she were to come to you and say, let's get back together, would you get back with her? And he was kind of like, no, that's over, whoop, whoop. And now I'm thinking about it, the last time he talked about her, I think he caught the hint, like, okay,
Yeah.
because now it's starting to give like you really still care, and if she
Right.
came back, you want to get back
Exactly.
with her.
That's what it would give to me.
That's
That's
Y'all
why it
making
would
me
be
feel like a red flag.
You be doing that?
I do.
And I said that to you the last time we had that meeting.
No,
didn't I?
no. Not lately. Not lately.
Okay.
Not lately.
'Cause I was-
But in the beginning. In
You
the
be talking
beginning.
about do you be talking about baby daddy?
Yeah, baby daddy
But
and
context, though,
ex.
is it talking about like something related to the kids, or is it talking about your relationship?
Both. So it's more so triggers. Like it's more so like I see him doing stuff that reminds me.
Oh, that's different. 'Cause
Okay.
That's, no, I don't think that's. I thought you was
But
like
it's-
unprovoked, bring up your baby daddy.
Oh
like,
no.
type stuff.
Okay,
Like, you're trying to- it's
okay.
Like you're recognizing that red flag. Like my baby daddy did this, and I didn't like it. So it's
Okay.
kinda like,
Okay.
I was
Okay.
talking more so about when we was talking about how you like confide.
Yeah,
baby
yeah,
daddy.
no,
And I was just like,
Oh.
No, not that. No.
that would be a red
Now I
flag.
understand.
That would be my red
Unprovoked.
flag.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. But provoked, I see something, yes.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think
Yeah.
that's
So
okay.
what
Now
about
you just
so
constantly-
what about the guys? Y'all feel like they're not provoked by something that
If you're telling me like my ex did this and I didn't like it, so if I'm doing something that your ex did and you're telling me my ex did this, I don't like it, that's different.
Yeah.
But it's just
like-
random and they start talking about the ex?
I've
Was y'all's
actually,
cases?
If you're telling me what I'm doing bothers you and tell me that's the reason, that's
Yeah.
different than we just chilling and you like my ex used to always dun 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 and I hated that. And something that's not related to, like I didn't do it, like what made you think of that kind of situation?
Yeah.
Just
Okay, I
randomly
see.
Bring her up.
I
But if
think, yeah,
something
that
I'm
is a
doing
red
that you don't
flag.
like, that's different. You trying to like work with me like, hey, I don't like that. Here's why, kind of situation.
I mean,
That
I had instances where he would like his ex would say something to me, and like, but if I say something back, he would say something to me. But he
Ooh,
wouldn't
that would
say
piss
nothing
me
to
off.
her.
Piss me off too.
And so,
You on my side,
Right.
It's fuck out
Don't
right
correct
now.
and
me.
so I'm
Wait,
like,
don't correct me.
I'm like, I would have never said nothing if she didn't say nothing. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like, and plus it's like, why are you correcting me in public? But if you say something to her, it's always private. Don't nobody know about
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
And
that's
so-
all of that's a red flag.
Exactly. And so it's like, even with that, and
You trying
then
to press
like,
this hole? What you
and then other
Tell me at
times,
home. Don't tell me right now.
other times where people, you know, like I would find out that he was confiding, you know, in his ex and telling his ex like our business and like what we was going through and stuff like that. I don't feel like it. I don't feel that either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I mean, I do suffer with like PTSD as far as relationships go, because
Same.
I feel like if you're constantly showing me something that you already know that I don't like,
Yeah,
and you're constantly showing me that,
yeah,
I'm gonna keep on bringing it up
yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you wanna see it as me living in the past, but it's like you keep on bringing the past
But if
to me. You keep
but
on
wouldn't
showing
that
me
still
those
be-
actions.
but wouldn't that still be considered a red flag if they're
It's-
constantly
it's-
doing it and then it's
It's
like
red. It's red AF.
yeah, yeah,
Whatever color red. Every color red. Crimson.
yeah.
It's,
Fire engine.
it's burgundy. It's whatever color red.
Yeah,
All that.
yeah. Man.
So do you think the red flags that y'all noticed, this would be the wrap up question, if you would have realized they were red flags then, would that have changed you having kids?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I know with my first, I would have been more responsible. But with my other baby daddy, I would have thought a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people think that I just had Kendrick because my baby
Blurb.
daddy
I got you.
had a child on the way.
Oh.
And so they feel like I had Kendrick because he had a child, and I'm like, that's not
I
why.
thought Peter Guns, Tara.
That's not exactly.
Amina.
That's not what happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, because I felt like I practically raised,
Yeah.
you know, his son. It's like, I didn't see that. I didn't see that he would be like no bad parent because this is his first child. He don't. I can't expect him to be this great of a parent when he don't know how to parent.
Yeah.
He's never been a parent. You know what I'm saying? So
Stuff on the baby mamas, because I be seeing a lot of people saying stuff like, y'all been mad at y'all baby daddy, but y'all picked him. Everybody been dumb or look, missed red flags relationship. We kind of took a decision. We had a baby. It's okay. Like, ease up us a little bit. Like, we know. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
We know we fucked up. Like, y'all ain't
Yeah.
got to keep telling us.
Yeah.
Like, ease up on us. Girls, those some red flags. I be trying to tell y'all when y'all be having baby, pay attention. Those some red flags, because they be in front of your face and don't think nobody's going to change.
Yeah.
Only person who change it, don't say, no, I'm not going to say that. But women change more when they have a baby than I think men do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say men don't change, they have a baby, but, you know, some days
some men do when they have baby girls.
Yeah, they,
That's what I heard.
yeah. If you gonna do, give that man a girl. Whatever you gotta do, give him a girl.
Yeah.
Maybe they got all boys, and that's why he act like
Right.
that. If you had a daughter, you'd be different.
Exactly.
You gonna learn if you have a girl. Not dead ass.
They don't want that little girl to go through the shit that they put women through.
Yeah. they just ain't shit people.
Or that.
They will never learn.
Or that. Or that. Well, damn.
What?
It's your time to shine, Miss Lila.
I drink to that.
Dang, I'm about to have nothing. Let's get to mommy moment.
All right, so let's get into this mommy moment where we share any good or bad moments that we've had as mothers. Anybody have a mommy moment?
I got you. So I had to deal with, I don't know, I guess it's a good mommy moment. A moment where my son Jojo called himself ugly.
Oh.
And I've been debating if I want to post it on social media as a lesson kind of thing. Cause I sent y'all the video because I just had me recording us playing outside, and he just looked at the camera. He was like, "Ugly." He said, "Mommy, my face is ugly." And I really stopped. I said, "No, you're not." Yeah. And I stopped, and I was like, "Come on, let's look in the camera." We bent down. I was like, "Aren't you so handsome? Look at you." Da, da, da. And he finally was like, "Yeah, I'm handsome," or whatever. And my mama was kind of like, he didn't mean like that. Like, I don't think he meant anything by it. Like, he really feels like he's ugly. I think, he had something on his face and he's like, it's ugly. But I just don't do that talk. Like, I don't want you, because I didn't know at the moment. Because it just came by surprise. I'm trying to throw the baseball, and he's talking about I'm ugly. So I'm like, no, you're not. Like, so you're very handsome. But I had to talk him through it. Like, no, look at yourself. You're handsome. You know you're handsome. Da da da. Because I don't. Yeah. I don't want him to turn into something. It could. So I want to catch it in case it did. Like I said, looking at it now, I don't think he really meant anything by it. I think he knows he's a cute kid. But it's kind of like, at that moment, I was kind of like, no, let me nip this in the bud right now. Because I don't know if you serious and you really think you're ugly, or somebody at school is calling you, back to the bullying, or somebody at school is calling you ugly, and now you're saying that to yourself. No, we're not going to do that. You're going to always know that you're handsome.
Yeah. And so, I feel like JoJo's very handsome. Yeah. So, when you sent that, I was like, oh, no. Like, no. But I can't really say anything because I know I say it a lot. Like, I'm the type of person to take 1,000. Like, a lot of people call me conceited, but I'll take 1,000 pictures and I'll be like, that's ugly. Yeah. That's ugly. I do that. That's too. Ugly. And so, I mean, like, I understand, like, maybe at that moment, maybe he didn't feel like that picture was, cute or his best, or something like that. So I try to take that mindset, like, because I don't want to sit here and I don't want my son to feel like he has to be like conceited, like, oh, you can't tell me I'm ugly because I know I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? Or I know I'm handsome. Yeah. But that thing of like, maybe this wasn't the best picture. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to look at. I don't necessarily tell my son that, this is, you ugly. I tell him he's handsome, but I also be like, we're not gonna keep this picture because that's not the best picture. Like, I feel like you can smile better. I feel like you can, do something a little bit better. Or does that make me bad?
It doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you bad. Cause I get what you're saying. Like, we're not gonna have our kids thinking like I'm just so cute you can't touch me. Right. I mean, I kind of do want my son to know that he's so cute you can't touch him. But it's kind of like, because I'm the same way. If I'm like, oh, that's ugly, I don't like that. Like, when I sat down, I was like, my gut been gutting. So I don't want to be like that though. Like, I don't want to look at a picture and be like, oh, that's ugly. Maybe I can say like, oh, I could smile better, or that's different than being like, this picture's ugly. Saying like, oh, I could smile bigger, or oh, let me fix my hair real quick.
It is about language.
But if you're saying I'm ugly, that's like on your face, like what you look like. So like not beside how you look at the moment, like you think your face is ugly, because ugly people be looking cute when they be getting themselves together.
Right.
And ugly and ugly people be thinking that they the stuff, whether they got their face together or not. Like, ugly people be,
and that's the
conceited. They be so confident. Ugly. They be so confident.
But I caught myself because I be like, okay, look ugly, and he says it after the situation. He was like, I'm not ugly. I said, you right, buddy.
You right.
Because now I shouldn't joke about it. That's like you thought it was okay to joke about it. Because I was like, okay, look ugly.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, he's cute. My baby.
So I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering what, like, what conversation you had with him.
Yeah, it was really just that what was in the video. Like I didn't, because he was ready to play after that. He was
He
good.
looked like he's ready to play.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you cool now. As long as you know you're not ugly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're saying now I know you're saying that as a joke. You weren't saying
Yeah.
that you thought you were ugly.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want him to think like, you know,
Right.
anything negative about
And
himself.
especially with boys, like you don't know how they self-esteem
Exactly.
operates.
Everything. Yeah.
Do y'all ask? Like, do y'all just say, like, don't say that because you're not ugly, or do you say, well, why do you feel like it's ugly?
I ask. I always ask to try to pick the brain, to see how they look at themselves.
Yeah.
Because I can say you're cute, but if they, you know,
Yeah.
especially with Emery being older, if she really feels that way, there's not much that I can. I still encourage her, but she's gonna believe what she wants to believe. So I want to understand that to meet where she's at.
Yeah.
I get it.
Same with the boys. Reese always getting called ugly by his daddy, so
Yeah. That's not something to jump him, bro.
And
Like,
he's definitely,
I'm playing. Keep talking about him. We gonna jump you, bro.
and he's definitely not ugly. Like, I don't think, I swear, from the moment I met Irie, there has never been, like, even pictures that Tana would post. Like, I never seen a bad picture of Irie.
Oh,
For one thing, like, him,
He's hurt.
for one
Face
thing,
card never declined.
like,
man.
he
He's
never,
cute,
like,
always
his
cute. He is very
dimples, I
He's
mean,
so sweet.
like, melts hearts. I swear, like, he's the
I
cutest.
don't
He
know.
is very
He's
cute.
so handsome.
How often do y'all say like you're handsome?
That's what
to
baby
y'all
that every
kids?
day.
Yeah.
I'm gone off my son. If I'm being honest, I tell him that every day.
Yeah.
Because I really think he's very, very cute. Like, I really
Yeah.
think he's a cute kid. I think he's very handsome and all. You know what I'm saying? And I actually have a thing on TikTok I be doing when I do his hair. I'm not the best at doing her, y'all know. But when I do it, I get his reaction to it.
Yeah.
Because he's always like, oh, this is cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I like my hair.
That's
like,
what
I like
Ari
those
does.
moments.
Yeah.
Like, I like those moments. Or, I would look in the mirror like, do you think you look cute today? Like, I look cute. Or he put on the outfit. He was like, oh, I look cute. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is cute. Like, I like that
Yeah.
about him. Like, I always tell him every day he's cute.
Yeah.
So at that point that he'll acknowledge, like, if he likes something on himself, he like his shoes. Like, my son's into shoes because I like to make a big deal. Like, oh, you look real nice with your outfit, with your shoes. Kind of thing.
I say that, you know, I tell my son that he's cute and handsome, you know, and stuff like that. I have my own personal reservations. And I don't know if that makes me a bad mom. But
What do you mean?
I have my own personal reservations because,
You fought for yourself?
yeah, because I don't like his bottom teeth.
Oh. That can be
So-
fixed, though.
It can.
Yeah.
And so those be like the type of reservations that I have, but I'll be like, you have your daddy's feet. You know, and so like
I do that too.
those be like my own personal
See, in my family, they
things.
gonna say
And I'm
what it
just
is.
like,
Yeah. That's the toxicity of
But-
black family, and I want to break that generational
But-
curse because I think that really affected me. So I'm realizing that in myself,
Mhm.
and I don't want to put that on him.
Yeah, but I also don't want people to, like, I don't want him to feel like, I want him to
It is a
feel
thin
like he's
line.
handsome.
It's a thin line.
You know, and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It's
But I
a
don't
very thin
want,
line between conceit and confidence.
Yeah.
Like, you want him to be confident, but
right,
you ain't conceited.
exactly. So I don't want my son to be conceited, but I do want him to be confident. I got you.
Yeah, we want our kids to be confident. Well, I'll talk about my mommy moment. It's with my bonus child.
Okay.
I guess it's a bad. So I have a tendency to yell at my kids.
Do you now? Do you?
Yeah, you have a tendency to yell, period.
But I'm really trying to.
Me too.
I'm really trying to work on it because I got yelled at, so I know I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't like it when I was a kid, so I'm
Right.
trying not to with them. But y'all know how that is. But it's so much easier when it's not your kid to not yell.
Mm-hmm.
But lately, with my bonus son, I have, and I told him how I raised Emery. This is what it looks like. More so because I'm witnessing how his dad interacts with him and tries his absolute best, and it's literally in one ear out the other, and it makes me feel some type of way. So then I'm just like more pressed to, I'm going to put my foot down and show you need to straighten up. So I mean, if it's bad, good, I don't know, but yeah, I've been yelling at my bonus son a lot more harsher. While on the same
How's the
level.
boyfriend feel about it? Like, is he okay with it?
Yeah, he's fine.
It's fine with him. Oh, you good?
And it's
man.
but see, but always try to say when it comes to mixed families, the discipline part and stuff is not really our part.
Who part of it?
It's the parents.
Oh, like it's not the
Like,
bonus
the-
part.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it meant it's like not the parents.
And
thing.
I
I'm
get
like,
that.
Oh, okay.
I get that. But I feel like if the father is okay with it,
Right.
I think then that's where
And he's the primary parent at that.
exactly. I feel like that's where it's different. That's because of course the mama probably. I mean, either she might not care or she might not like it, whatever. But with him being the primary parent,
I think it definitely makes a difference too.
yeah. If he's okay with it, then you're good.
Yeah.
Until he says otherwise, like, okay, you've been a little too
Right.
harsh on my child.
Right.
You need to tone it down.
Yeah.
Then because a lot of most of the time you're not gonna see another parent be like, don't discipline my child.
Yeah.
Like that's my job.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's okay with it, then I feel like you good.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a next episode recording topic. I want to talk about this because we've been talking about like dating men with other kids and being a step parent. That's definitely I think we could talk about a lot with that. So I think it's definitely we're gonna table it. We're gonna table it. We'll spin
That's
the
a whole different
because I don't want
universe.
to get to those videos already probably going
Right.
long. So I don't want to
Yeah.
get too into it because we can talk for hours with that.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
gonna be a future episode.
Okay.
So we're definitely gonna talk about that.
Okay.
But we're going to have to take them kids outside, spending time with our kids. I know me and JoJo been active. And I didn't realize how active we were until it was like having our meeting talking about like, dang, we've been out a lot lately. And I be tired. But the most recent things we've been to is birthday parties. So weekday birthday parties is the thing now? I mean, with inflation,
It's
weekday
cheaper.
it's cheaper. I think that's what it is. It's definitely cheaper. Well, I know for one party, definitely because it was cheaper. Inflation is crazy because people are having weekday parties. So we went to a party at Chuck E. Cheese. I think it was on a Wednesday.
What?
Then we went to a party at Sky Zone on like a Tuesday.
How'd you feel about that?
Girl, I was tired because I'm working. And these parties are literally at 6. I get up at 5. And you know traffic, and these aren't like around the corner. Like one was at Sky Zone with the song on Out of Loop. The other one was at Chuck E. Cheese on Hurstbourne. So I'm having to travel like to get to these places like a little 15, 20, 30 minutes. So I was tired, but I care about birthdays. I think because I really grew up not really in a birthday house where it was like birthdays are a big deal. So I try to make like my son's birthdays a big deal. So if he's invited to a party, I want him to know birthdays are a big deal. So I always want to make sure if we miss anything, I want to make sure we make it to a party, like a birthday party. Try my best to like at least make it, or I'm gonna send something, or I'm gonna let you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna try my best to actually make it.
Yeah.
And like he loves Chuck E. Cheese, so I definitely had to go to that one. That was my great nephew's birthday, so I couldn't miss that. Then his daycare bestie was the other one. So yeah, the daycare kids got together. I love when they get together. I need to make a group chat with them all. We need to get the kids together more often.
Yeah.
But that was the Sky Zone, which I've never been to. I know it's a new one kind of open.
Yeah, and I heard it was nice.
It was pretty nice. It was actually
Where Chuck E. Cheese used to be. I mean, where Gatlin's
Gatling.
used to
That's
be.
what somebody said. It used to be Gatling, right there.
Yeah.
It was nice, and I liked that it had like a toddler area.
Okay.
So it's for kids like 3 and under, or 4 and under, or something. 5 and under, I think was the age was. So that's
Did JoJo go over
kids.
there?
That's what they were for most of the time.
Okay.
Of course, they wanted to go with the big kids,
Right.
too. But it was nice that they had kids their age, because sometimes at trampoline parks, big kids get rough.
Yeah.
So that's what I be worried about. So I got my socks just in case I had to go out
Right.
there with him, but because they had a toddler area, I didn't need to go out there
Be
with
jumping
him.
on the trampoline.
Yeah, I don't like that. So I'll be out there with my son on trampoline
Right.
parks. But it was nice. Like I said, birthdays are a big
That's
deal. Like I
good.
try to make birthdays a big deal. So we're invited to a birthday party. We gonna come.
Give me some advice, because I have birthday anxiety.
Why? Oh, for planning it?
For both, but more so when I say that, going to birthdays.
Why?
I don't know why.
Like, what is
How do you feel? Like, what does
anxiety?
it make you feel?
So I feel like one, financial. So I feel like I have to have a gift. Long time ago, my soror was like, "Stop it!" My soror was
No,
like,
You do.
You
I
can't.
would not show
Well,
up to a birthday party
At
without
the
a
least,
gift.
get a card. At the very minimum, a
"See,
card.
my soror made it like nice, where she said,
Like, I
your
might not come back
presence
with a-
is the present."
And people
That's
say
how it
that.
should be.
People say
That's how it
that,
should be.
but
That's not how it is.
I personally, like mentally, I still feel like they want to get, but they say that because they still want you to come. But I feel like they still secretly want a gift.
Like you spend all this money
Exactly.
to play this party for the kids, especially for having kids.
Right.
For the kids to come have fun.
Yeah.
I think it's different as an adult. That's a little different. But for kids, like I want your kids to have a good time and spend time with my child. I'm spending all this money because places aren't cheap. So people doing them during the week now.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you can just give them a little gift for his birthday. Let them know he appreciate it.
Yeah.
But at least a card, though.
At least a card.
At least a card.
Like, I mean,
some
I
kind of
always
recognition.
bring a gift because that's what I'm used
Yeah.
to. But
And
that.
if all else girl gift card, you can get a $10 gift card.
To McDonald's.
Literally.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Anything.
Literally, it don't have to be like a big gift. Like it can literally be like a $5-10
Yeah.
McDonald's gift card.
They love toy. You go to Five Below.
Girl, Dollar Tree.
Rack up.
It's not
Not
just
for
that,
real.
though,
Oh,
y'all.
okay, sorry.
Also,
Yeah.
the mingling portion with the parents.
Oh yeah, yeah. So,
So it's
awkward.
funny. Like Danny's been to a couple of Kendrick's birthday parties. Have you been to all of them?
I think I have.
Okay, so she's been to all of Kendrick's birthday parties. So for the most part, I try to have birthday parties at places where I don't have to mingle with people.
Okay.
So I have it at Chuck E. Cheese, or I have it at like where we have it main event. Malibu Jacks. Malibu Jacks or something like that, to where I don't have to mingle with you.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't like that either. So I'm like, I'm a pretty busy, but because I want y'all
But
to
do
go
you
play.
not go to a kid's birthday party if they don't have it at those type of locations?
I mean, I still go.
Yeah.
But I'm mainly like, it's mainly me just
It's okay being
interacting. Interacting with my child. I'm like, okay, well, what you want to do? You want to play? Like, go play or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, let's go find something to do or something like that. But for the most part,
yeah, I'm opposite. That's how I be
Okay.
feeling. That do be the part where I be kind of like having pause. Like I'm gonna go with this. Cause now I gotta like,
I think
I
I-
running around. Cause I
Yeah.
did, and like Sky's gonna have to like sit with, you know what I'm saying. And then like this is a daycare friend, so it's like, you know, like hell, if it was us, it's a little different. But he's like his daycare. Like I don't talk to the mom that often, so it's kind of like it was a little awkward, but it was kind of like I think everybody was okay with the awkwardness.
Yeah.
I think everybody feels it. I think a lot of people feel it. So I don't think
Okay.
you're alone. So I think if you don't talk, I think there'll be some people who be happy that you didn't talk. They probably don't want to talk either.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was all cool. We talked a little bit, a little banter, mainly talk about the kids. That's the way to get away with it. Like talk about what the kids are doing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they really having fun over there. Like that's a little.
I
That's
know-
like a cheat. That's what we were doing.
We had to
Yeah.
do that at Chuck E. Cheese. I knew one lady from other parties.
Yeah.
And so I kind of like clung up, like, "Yo, girl, let's talk."
Yeah.
But like other parents, I was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's cute. Oh, she's cute."
Yeah. I think everybody feels it though. Like, I think there's some people. I don't think anybody's gonna be mad if you don't say nothing.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
And even if you, and then if you feel awkward, like you could always drop the gift off
Just drop
and
the
then
gift
go
off.
home.
We gotta go. I'm so sorry. We got something going on.
Yeah.
But we want to still show our face. Have a good
Yeah.
one. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
You good.
yeah.
Okay.
But I encourage you to go to the party, especially
Yeah.
if it's at a fun place, because Ari probably like it, or whatever
Yeah.
kids you're taking. Well,
Yeah.
Emery's gonna go on her own. With her
Oh
friends'
yeah,
party.
she
Yeah, so maybe with Ari, like I
Right.
think he would enjoy it. Going to
Yeah.
these parties.
Yeah.
But that's what we did. Take him outside. He was happy.
That's
He loved
fun.
it.
That's good. That's fun.
Do you have one, Tana? I think kids outside. Okay, no, I thought you did.
Oh shit.
See, that's why we do what we do.
Well, so real quick, I'm not always the best at trying to, figure out stuff. That's why I'm learning from y'all. But when we are in certain situations, I try to make the most out of it. So in this case, Emery had her track practice.
Okay.
First of
She's
the
a
season.
runner. She's a track star.
He's silly. And so the whole family was there, and me and my boyfriend is trying to make the most for our own health. And so when we was starting to walk and jog, Aiden and Ari was like, "We want to run with you. We want to jog." So we made it a little family thing.
Okay.
And then shout out to my boyfriend, because he really was like motivating the kids to run or jog, and really was keeping them occupied.
That's
so
good.
that was my little take
Oh,
kids
that's
outside.
fun.
Weather was
It is
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
I need to get
I know
out.
track season's fun. 'Cause
I
it
need to
always
get
is
out and be
nice
on
weather.
somebody's track.
Yeah. You said what?
Said I need to
Be on somebody's track.
You can.
Oh.
Tom's gonna invite us to the track meets. We gonna
I
walk in between.
Yeah, I'll walk.
Cause they be having the inner and out, and we can walk in the inner when they on the outer.
Okay.
Okay, so we can move on to the let it out, where we say what's on our chest or get out however we feel. And if you guys have anything to say, you can email us at mommyfirstpodcast@gmail.com.
Okay.
But the cards are back.
Yeah.
So we're going to pick a card. Remember my Hey Mama affirmation card.
The cards never lie.
Okay. I'm in a singing mood today. Baby.
All right. You gonna read it or
You got it.
Okay. It says, "Hey mama, your job at home is worth millions."
Say that again.
Hey mama, hey mama, hey mama, look around. Your job at home is worth millions.
Millions.
How do you feel with that, friend? Any thoughts? I have to put that because people don't think being a mom's a job, and that's just be blowing me.
It is a full time.
Like,
It's a
there's no
nonstop.
price on it, and you don't get paid for this.
Exactly.
If people can become nannies and whatever and get paid to take care of kids, mothers should be paid because we have to take care of kids all the
Foster
time.
parents get paid.
See, if every other parent gets paid, it's a job. So no, I always know whatever you're doing, we ain't getting paid for it, but it's worth millions. They can't afford us. which is
It's
expensive.
priceless. It's priceless for real.
Yeah.
Being a mom is priceless.
It is. It is.
So how you feel about it?
That's how
That's
I
how
feel.
about it.
I feel like being a mom is priceless.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I say all the time, it's like the most important role in the world.
It is.
I feel like they should be putting it on a platform, whether we at our job, they should be having benefits attached to being a mom.
Right.
For sure. Like I've mentioned before, I read a resume where this woman literally put the fact that she's a mom and what she got to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You got a lot of job skills in being a mom.
like for real.
For real.
So that's a good reminder.
You want to cheers to that?
Yeah.
Straight to being a mom.
Worth millions.
All right, and with that, thank you guys for tuning in to the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're a mommy first.
And a baddie immediately after.
Bye.